Hello, my name is Will Herndon. We're serving here in San Francisco, Córdoba, in Argentina, along with my wife Alejandra and our daughters Rebecca and Natalia. In these last 6 months of ministry here, since we've moved in February to San Francisco, the Lord has allowed us to be a part of a lot of exciting activities. We've seen 5 different church groups come and help us doing evangelism, working alongside existing local churches here in the area, doing evangelism in their city, going door to door, but at the same time assisting them and helping them in their church plant endeavors in nearby towns. We also had a group, a women's field hockey team from Messiah College from Pennsylvania, thanks to the efforts of Tim Kreger, in which the girls came. We played 4 games against teams from Córdoba and from San Francisco. After each one of those games, we would have a third period in which the girls would come together, have dinner, have a time of sharing, interaction, but at the same time presenting the gospel to these players. Throughout the rest of the week, when the girls weren't playing games, we went and we worked with three different high schools during the phys ed period of class, in which Coach Brooke would teach them skills and drills of field hockey. But after those skills and drills period, we would also talk with them about the importance of the decisions that they were making in life, decisions that would affect them not only in the present, but it would also affect them for the future, but most importantly, the decisions that they needed to make that would impact them for the rest of eternity. Great doors of opportunity opened as a result of that. We even had the opportunity of being interviewed by different radios. We even were on the newspaper, had the opportunity to interact with the mayor and share some words of encouragement and tell him that we prayed for him and for his salvation at the same time. We also had a group from Virginia come, and they came and worked with the church in Malvinas, Argentinas, with Pastor Samuel Ortiz, in which during the winter break period of the elementary students here in July, what we did is we put on a 3-day soccer camp. And in the morning and in the afternoon, we would do different drills, play soccer games with the kids. And after each activity, both in the morning and in the afternoon, we would gather about 150 kids each activity and present the gospel to them. Being able to combine 2 passions, sharing the gospel and using sports as a means of expanding God's kingdom here in Argentina. We're very grateful that the Lord will allow us to do this here. Opportunities for the future are wide open. Even when we were playing the hockey games against the teams here in San Francisco, the local women's basketball team from San Francisco came out and showed their support for women's sports, but at the same time they were asking us, when are you going to bring a team of girls basketball? We want to play against Americans in basketball, and we can set up a tournament where we'll invite teams from other cities to come and play with us. So we are ready to go. We have 6 teams that are waiting for a women's basketball team, whether high school or college, to come out and play, and again use basketball as a means of sharing the gospel with these girls. Volleyball is also very big. As a matter of fact, the under 18 team from the city that's about 10 minutes away from here are state champions, and volleyball is played throughout this entire region in a very competitive way. And those are also opportunities to use sports as a way to share the gospel. Obviously, this being Argentina, soccer is played anywhere and everywhere from all age groups, from the youngest to the oldest. Soccer was always an opportunity, not only for men, but also for women. There's a city league for women's soccer, and again, those could be opportunities that if teams were to come to Argentina and help us, we could use those tools to share the gospel here in Argentina. But also not only sports like basketball and even men's basketball, women's basketball, volleyball, and soccer, but also even football, American football like we call it here in Argentina. There is a 4-team league here in the city of Córdoba, in which whether high school or college teams could come out and play against them, do coaching clinics, running different drills, teaching these new players some skills in football, even clinics for referees, are all venues and opportunities to be able to share the gospel through sports. And not only that, not only football, but even baseball is a sport that is beginning to grow more and more here in the area, in the city of Córdoba. We already have all those contacts made with the president of the Córdoba Baseball Federation, in which they are ready for us to bring, whether it's children or high school students or even college players, to come out and not only play but also even teach baseball. And again, all of these are means to continue to present the gospel. We're excited, like I said before, about the opportunities of being able to use sports as a means to preach the gospel here in Argentina. Like everywhere else in the world, but especially here in Argentina, sports is very, very big. And to allow us to use sports as a means to present the gospel is a glorious endeavor to be involved in. We thank Score for allowing us to be a part of their ministry. We're expecting to see what the Lord will have for us in the near future, in which we can reach every corner of Argentina with the gospel, starting in Córdoba and reaching the rest of this country with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Thank you. Hope to have you and teams that you're able to recruit to come down here and see what God is doing in Argentina. God bless you. Bye.